is it so hard being a fan of this team, huh? Why is it so hard being a fan of the Washington Redskins? Why? Why do they make it so hard every single time to be a fan of this team? Seriously, we support you every freaking year. Every year, man. I just want to win. I just want to look good on TV. I just want to stop being one of the laughing stocks in the NFL over the past 20 or so years. I'm just sick of it. Now, last night game against the Saints on Monday Night Football was inexcusable from this football team. You were coming off of a bye week. Okay? You were coming off a bye week. And you were just totally not prepared to play a football game. Now, I know Drew Brees is amazing. He's a Hall of Famer. Last night was his night. But everything you did was wrong. Everything you called was wrong. Starting from the opening drive. You came out and passed it 3 straight times. You didn't run the ball 1 time. Now, I know the Saints defense secondary is not great. I know that they have given up yards over the past, but they made adjustments. They switched to a cover 2 zone to stop giving up big plays. The same cover 2 zone that beat the Redskins when the Colts used it in week 2. Okay? Now that seems to be the game plan to run against us. We need to run the ball we had to run the ball to start their game. Instead, we came out and passed, and that didn't work out at all. That didn't work out at all. Because I could have sworn Jay Gruden said we were going to be a tougher smash mouth team, right? And then we come out and do that. So what do you really want, man? Never mind. Anyway, the defense. Let's talk about that for a second. Now, they gave up 40-plus points last night. They were supposed to be one of the top-ranked defenses. Honestly, I don't know what happened. I know they tried single high safety looks. I know sometimes they tried 2 safety looks. But everything Minuski called was just not working. Drew Brees was on fire. Everybody seemed to be wide open. Now, I know there were a lot of busted coverages in that secondary. I think they led to Josh Norman getting benched. Especially the one before halftime. You have a single high safety. Look, I'm guessing it's a cover 3. I'm guessing somebody had bail technique on that. But the Saints ran 2 verticals on the same. They flooded the verticals on the right side. And Drew Brees picked it apart because somebody, I guess somebody was supposed to bail because Swearinger had deep third. I'm not sure. I have to look at the tape again, but the tape doesn't come out until like tomorrow. So we just have to be better. Like, the thing with this defense is that they're talented, but they just make too many mental errors. You know, Pernell McPhee had a chance to jump on a fumble, and he just can't get there. That could have changed the game. You know, Ryan Kerrigan and Preston Smith are getting back there, but they just aren't getting to the quarterback. You know, they're getting pressure, but they're getting pushed to the outside. Drew Brees stepping up, dropping dimes on us all night. It was embarrassing. All night we're just getting dotted up. I know he's a Hall of Famer, but come on. We played well against Drew Brees in the past. I just don't know what the game plan was against him. You got to get pressure on him. You can't run too much. You can't run too much zone. You have to get to him. And we're a better man team. We're a great man team. When we run man blitz, it's great. I don't know why we didn't run more of that last night. It worked before everybody got healthy last year. It worked against the Saints when we played them last year. You just have to be better. Now I'm not gonna make this video too long because we kind of want to forget about what happened last night, even though this types of stuff always happens to us. So looking forward, offensive line, Morgan Moses, I'm calling you out. You didn't have a good game. Cam Jordan is getting back there, causing pressure. The offensive line has to be better. I know they're better than that. They know they're better than that. They're a good offensive line. They're agile. They could move. But I think you have to establish the run for them. You can't just start dropping back and having them inviting pressure. They're better when they're taking on blockers and hitting those guys in the face. And I thought it was important on the road to try. I thought it was important on the road to try to gain momentum that way, to at least try to start something. So next time, you just have to be better. There's no way. There's nothing else to say. Alex Smith didn't have the greatest game, but I know he's capable of having a good one. I know he's a good quarterback. All right. Every team he's been on has had a pretty much a winning record, after his rookie season or something like that. I know he can do it. I know they can do it. Now, we didn't have the personnel to just pass all over the Saints. And Jay Gruden knew that. Sorry. And Jay Gruden knew that. I just don't know why they just thought we could come out and pass against the Saints. We don't have the personnel to do that. Especially when we're down. We have to play with the lead. Now, we got to figure out a way to play when we're down because championship football is coming back. A lot of championships have been won from coming back from deficits. So we have to figure out, you're going to be down in games. It's the NFL. So it's inexcusable to be that sorry when you're losing a game. We have to figure out a way to get better when we're losing a game. I know it's good to keep the lead. We're good at keeping leads. But at some point, we have to figure out how to come back in games. Okay? Now, we're 2-2. We're still first. I know the bye week, whatever. But we're still first. The NFC East is wide open. This could still be a good season if we just scratch that, forget about that, and just stay focused the rest of the year, man. Seriously. I don't expect, too much things. But I just think we just didn't prepare well for that game, and that falls on the coaches. I mean, you can say what you want about the players, but the coaching, we have to be better in those type of situations. And I'm sick and tired of saying it. The Redskins have only won 2 games after the bye week under Jay Gruden. The rest have been pretty much blown out losses, and they're like 5-21 in Monday Night Football or primetime games or something like that. So, as a fan of this organization, I'm just tired of being tired of losing when it really counts. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of just getting destroyed in prime time, tired of looking terrible in prime time. We just have to be better in that aspect. Now I'm going to be dropping a video later this week previewing the Panthers game and what we can do to at least try to win that. I'm going to check the film, see what they like to do, and see what we can do to bounce back from that terrible, terrible, terrible loss to the Saints, all right? I know we're better than that. We usually play the Saints pretty tough. But last night was Drew Brees' night. Maybe that got to him a little bit. I don't know. But that's inexcusable on all fronts. Okay? Now, I didn't want to make this video too long. Like I said, we want to just move on. And that's what we're going to do. So, on to Carolina. Hell to the Redskins.